Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to my show, Comic Corner Review. I know I haven't done this in a while, but I actually got a really good comic in the mail not too long ago, and I felt this would be a good time to bring my show back. Isom by Mr. Eric D. July. Now, I had actually come across this comic because I'm actually a fan of Eric's. I've actually been subscribed to his YouTube channel, and I was actually looking forward to this. So to me, this was actually a really good thing. And this is just basically my review. Now I took some notes on it, and I'm basically going to do this in terms of like going over my notes, but also giving it an honest review score at the end. Um, so there was some good things I liked, some things I didn't. Some of the stuff I liked. Um, Great opening build. Made you look at some stuff and go, something is going down. The way people are talking makes it so, and it was something that was like reminiscent of old school comics. Like I guess you could say for some stories you could go with the oh it's a quiet day in the city kind of thing, but no, Eric went right along with basically a town in the middle of some type of chaos. Um, I also saw like, well, of course, the interesting characters, Avery, Darren, Yaira, Alpha Core. I like when I seen some of these characters, I wanted to know their origins. So I mean, but that's what you do with interesting characters. You make people want to go, how did this person come to be? How did this person come to be? And ooh, man, uh, yeah, I want to know. I want to know how Alpha Core came into existence. I want to know what the origin of the word accepts in the Rippaverse. That's something that is in the back of my head right now, and I really want to know. Uh, let's see. Hard hit. Oh my god. Uh, the detail to fights was actually really good. I mean, there was a I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try to stay out of spoilers for those of you who may not have gotten your books yet, or those who are waiting to get books. But some of the scenes actually look so good. You actually feel the pain. There was one scene where Avery is basically punching the guy right in the chest, right in the ribs, and you're just going, oh, oh, that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you basically have a scene where someone's getting punched in the ribs, right? And you can just feel that, that's something that you want. That is literally what you want. You want somebody, you want to feel that hit in your ribs, so you can just be like, ooh, ooh. Let's see. When when the fan favorite Yaira was fighting Avery, she literally dropped him on a car, and he literally was like out. I mean, not only did she just unceremoniously drop him, like, no, he actually landed on the car, and it scared a lot of people. I mean, like, literally, I was looking at it going, is he getting up? Because I mean, in my position, if I was that guy, if I was Avery, I'd be like, ooh, ooh, I'm not sure I'm getting up on that one. Uh, I actually like it. The fact that Avery was not overpowered. I mean, he actually lost to like when he went to go see his friend and had to get into a fight with another except. Um, I like that, he basically tried to fight as best as he possibly could, but I guess at the time he didn't have the motivations to truly defeat that guy. So it literally was a good fight, but it was literally something I'm like, I want him to look at this guy and say, I got to come back. And to me, that moment was kind of like what Cat Williams said in one of his stand-up specials. You know, trying stuff, don't work. Trying stuff, don't work. So that was actually good. Um, there's like a lot of good setup for future plots and characters. So that's definitely good there. Like for example, when Avery went to see his friend Darren, Darren's talking of the past. So I'm sitting there wondering like what happened. Will we get like some type of origin story as to like that point where they were friends, but then like somewhere down the line they just veered off in different directions? I'm hoping we get that because what I'm seeing in this stuff, it literally is set up great like that. A focused and determined character. Um, I actually like how Avery is trying to take the request for his sister seriously because he's sitting there going, um, he's sitting there going, "You asked me to do this. I'm gonna find out where she's at. I'm gonna find out where this person's at, and I'm gonna get some answers." So like he's sticking to his to basically fulfill the task he was requested of, and I actually like that. I really do. Um, let's see what else I got here. Like the art is very detailed. It like you actually see the defining art in it. But then again, I mean, it's Gabe El Tayyib. The guy was known to draw Superman and Batman at times, and this is a guy who basically in his art has captured the excellence of Superman, the detail of being the Dark Knight and Batman. So I'm not really surprised on that. It just what's the word I want to look for? And I want to say the early 2000s, the one thing that a lot of people understood was real recognizes real. And Gabe El Tayyib's art, dude, literally, that's real. You can't fake that. That's real. Um, Cliff Richards did the ink and penciling, but I mean, this guy's been in the business for God knows how long. And for Eric to have Cliff Richards basically work on the ink and penciling, dude. Eric's got some good connections. That's all I can say. Um, I do feel like some of the stuff that was kind of dragging it a bit was the amount of I want to say the amount of characters and possible openings. I mean, we're not seeing too much that we would, I guess you could say, would oversaturate it, but we're not getting enough to where I guess you could say we're seeing the bit of stakes for everybody. For example, the except that basically defeated Isom the first time, but he comes back and beats him. There's not much known about that guy, and I'm guessing he was just a character who was meant to be written off anyway. So, I mean, I can understand that, and that makes sense. Um, like I said, there's like a lot of backstories there, but like I guess there's gonna be a time and a place for that. And to tell you the truth, I was going into this with, I guess you could say, excuse me, I was going into this with, I guess you could say, okay standards. I honestly have to say, Isom made me want to get. Isom made me feel like I was reading a comic from the '90s again. Because right now, I mean, I'm literally looking at the book right now, and I'm honestly wondering what's going to happen next. I mean, seriously, I need to know what happens next. Eric, please let us know when Ill Advised Part 2 drops. I'm serious. I need to know what happens next, man. Um, so how am I gonna rate this? Let's see. Storytelling, I gotta give it a 4. I mean, he's coming out he's coming out with like I guess you could say he's trying to, what's the phrase here? Um, he's trying to start a fire. He's not trying to basically create a roaring inferno. So he's starting a gradual build of the fire. Which Eric, good job there. I like how you did it. Um, the detail to story and art, I gotta give that a 5. You're not adding too much into it. You're trying to keep only what is needed for the story, but you're actually setting up stuff that could spark other stories. So that's a plus in my book. Um, I'm not gonna say the setup was bad for some of that stuff, but it is actually really good. So I got to give that a 4 out of 5 because you want that setup to where you're going to have more questions than answers. And even though you may get some answers, you're still going to have more questions. So that kind of setup there works for me. And I love that. Um, man, I guess you could say out of those 3 categories, the story, the build, and the art, um, build up is a 4 out of 5. Art is a 5 out of 5, and the story is a I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna change that, a 4.5 out of 5. So looking at what I gotta give this story overall I gotta give it overall a 4.75 out of 5. There's a lot here. There's a lot to basically envision, but you're also left with questions of how did this all come to be? How is it all going to build as time goes on? So I like that. I want more. And Eric, I will definitely be looking out for Isom number 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Sorry. Um, I will be uploading more of these when I find good comic books to review. Um, if you need, I have more gaming videos coming along the way. I have a new Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition video tomorrow. I have a new gaming series I'm starting Sunday. So please be sure to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell, turn on all notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Later.